Welcome to the HowDidiDo Golf Academy. My name is Sophie Walker, and quite often I am offering you tips. I keep saying, this is what you need to do, this is what you should do to improve your golf game. All this stuff is free. I've even now started asking you to send in your swings so I can analyse them. But it wouldn't be fair for me to pass judgment on all of you without looking at my own swing. I coach a lot, but do I coach myself? No one likes to see their swing, do they, on video? And I'm exactly the same. So I've just taken a few swings, front on and from behind, and now I'm going to analyse them. And I'll be brutally honest, I don't like my swing. But does any of us like our swings? No. The good thing that I do, what's good about my game, is that I'm very, very consistent. But the reason I'm consistent is because I don't put on the speed, because I do get into some awkward spots, which means that I have to slow it down. I've got good hand-eye coordination. I don't tend to miss left or right. I miss short or long due to quality of my strike. Accuracy is what I'm all about, but I would like better striking in order to gain more distance. So in this case, my name is Sophie Walker. I'm a member of Stockport Golf Club, and my handicap at the moment is off +3. Here we go. Let's have a look at my swing. From behind, I think I'm pretty neutral. Don't mind my setup whatsoever. As I take the club away, I've worked really hard on my takeaway. Used to be very wristy. Not so much of that anymore. As I start getting it to the top, I like my rotation. If I could stop my golf swing 2, maybe 3 segments of film short, I would. What happens is my right elbow gets flyaway. I get this flyaway right elbow. Instead of it sitting, it kind of goes behind me, and it's like I'm opening up my chest, which then gets my swing feeling too long. From there on, I get quite a good deepness of my left arm, but what I do is I steepen the shaft. So I'm thinking I'm swinging it on the inside, and I am, but then the steepness of the shaft makes the club go sometimes across from out to in. There's no way you'd think that by looking at what my arm path does, but it's what my wrist angle does. So from there, I get stuck. I'm going to look at myself from front on now, and I think this is where it really does highlight where this slide comes in. As I say, good setup. My grip's always been like neutral, nice grip. I get a good wind into my right hip. And then at halfway down, I look like I really slide. But I have to slide because I get in steep, so I have to slide to kind of save it. As I come through impact, for me, it always looks like my body's gone, my lower half's gone, my top half holds back, and I catch it at the bottom. Which is why I hit a draw, because I do close the face at impact. And because of, I would say, the lack of speed, because I have to slow down, my hand-eye coordination saves me. These swing faults I've had since I was about 6 years old. And I have tried year on year to change them. And when I work really hard, I do. But when I neglect my golf game, because I'm at work, or I just think I'm not going to be thinking about stuff, I always go back. And I think that's important for you guys to know that your good and your bad habits will always remain. My good habit is, I think I've got a good setup, I think I've got decent rotation, I've got rhythm. I've always been blessed with rhythm. But my bad habits are that sliding feeling of getting stuck. And I would love to try and change that. The best golf I ever played on tour was when I did this drill relentlessly. It's the towel drill. We've seen Nick Faldo use it. It was my go-to drill in my warm-ups and in my cool-downs. And what this does is it keeps this elbow down. It keeps me in here, which shortens my swing and keeps it all more compact. What I tend to do is let this one go behind me. Now, the feeling is that, wait a minute, how can I hit it further if I'm restricting myself? And I think that's what I can't get my head around. But I almost need to restrict that motion, because when this goes behind me, I then have to do something different to get it back into the right position, and then I've already gone and need to slow it down. So I need to get it in the right position in order for me to shallow it out and go on the way down. What you can learn from this is this fly-away notion of this movement here can really cause havoc in a golf swing and give you a few frames of a video that you don't actually need. Also, the towel drill has been used by nearly every tour player under the sun, so it just shows you that it's something that we all have an issue with. Charlie Hull will use it. I've seen Charlie Hull actually put a T underneath her left armpit and her right armpit to feel this connection in here rather than being big gaps. So I always feel my best swings are when my right elbow is sat down, it's in front of my body, so I actually feel like I'm taking it there. See where that elbow is? I'm not, it'll be here. But when that elbow gets behind my body, in that motion, I'm in a lot of trouble. So now I've thought about that elbow more in front of me in the backswing, then I can start the shallowing process. I can actually feel like it then goes in. I couldn't do that before because it was stuck behind me. So I kind of get that shallowing motion. But because I've always had to slide, I still want to slide, and I can catch a lot of shots fat. So a swing thought that I have to have is hitting it with my chest through the golf ball. So turn on the burners of left hip out the way, chest out the way. There, there. Rather than pushing them this way, which I tend to do, I need to feel like I turn out the way of it and hit it with my chest, which is the feeling of a punch shot in my case. That's what my feeling is. But I have to get the first things right. I have to get that right elbow out in front of me, what I feel in the backswing. And it's amazing, I'm here telling you all of this, and it's just clicked at that swing thought, and I thought to myself, I haven't done that. I haven't done that this year. Now, I've not played a lot of golf this year, but I haven't had that swing thought this year. And I need to get it back into my brain on just all the time, because as I say, since I first picked up a golf club, that has been an issue for me in the backswing. So what is my bad shot? What happens when it goes wrong and it gets too much behind me? So it gets too much behind me, and then I get here, steep, and I have to try and save it. I fat it quite a lot because I feel like I'm in front of it. And also, my club path isn't on the inside as much as I think it is, and I lose it short right. So it's either a fat or I don't catch it right, catch it clean because I'm trying to save it, and my club path gets more out to in because I have to steepen the club and it misses short right. When I feel like I'm in the slot and I'm secure, I can put the burners on, rotate, and the ball comes out lower, straighter, and more in the meat of the club face. There's nothing worse than that feeling for me when I get it tingy off the face and it comes up short and right. It's like, oh, here we go again. So let's hit one with the towel, and you can see the difference at the top of the backswing. And now I'll put the towel away and I'll try and recreate that feeling. So I'll do it to start with. So I actually feel like I'm pushing that right elbow towards that one in the backswing. Okay, that feeling, I feel like I'm nipping them together. And that needs to be a swing thought that you can do in play, okay? So right, my feeling is try and get those elbows together at the top of the backswing. How I break down my swing and how I learn is, can I tick that movement off? If I can tick that movement off, then I can get to the shallow in and the turn and burn, really, with my hips and my chest. So once I've got that, I'll feel this, and then from here, all I'm trying to do is rotate my chest and my hips. So from this angle, here, and then turn and burn over it. I get there and there. That's my bad one, that's the fat. However, I'm seeing progress because I'm getting that swing path more on the inside, and I know I'm getting the feels for it. Right, starting to move in the right direction. I think the thing is with golf, when you think you've cracked it, that's where you've got to hold position and you've got to just keep working on those same drills more often than not. What I hope this has helped you with is to show you that your bad habit is incredibly hard to get rid of. It's taken me my entire life and I'm still not there, but at least I know what my faults are, so in order to fix them. Another thing is, try and keep those swing thoughts. How many times do you hear tour players go, I'm changing coaches. They change coach, the coaches tell them exactly the same thing as what their old coach did because their tendencies will be the same. Also, think of it as you can overanalyze your own golf swing. I'm a victim of that at times, and that's why I think, oh, let's just go out and play. But there are certain points where you need a true understanding of what you're doing. And I like the idea of maybe having something to think about in the backswing, something to think about in the downswing, and then through impact. But you'll never get there. You never will get there. You will always not like certain things about your golf swing. It's about doing what you do well and keeping on at that, and then chipping away at the small things that you don't feel you do as well. Thank you for watching this video. It's been quite insightful for me. I hope it has been for you. And any comments, please put them in below. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of the action.